Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Infestation. In today's episode, I'm in a pretty bad mood once again. In fact, I'm in one of the worst moods I've been in for months. Everything seems to be going wrong today for me. I'm still pretty darn under the weather, I'm still suffering from insomnia, everything in life seems to want to go and do the thing opposite what I want it to do, and so because of that, we're going to be rather cruel to everyone around us. Today, we are going to kill at least one of these silly fallen empires. We will dismantle them, destroy them, devour them, and possibly throw their corpses at the other fallen empires just for the fun of it. So, what options do we have today for our great devouring? We have the ancient caretakers, the holy guardians, and the militant isolationists. Now, the militant isolationists are kind of far away, and even if we take the wormhole over here, well, there's so many closed borders. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm going mental because I saw this gap here. I thought it was over here. But no, it's right next to us, isn't it? It's been next to us the whole time, stopping us from expanding to these worlds. Ah, you are in the way, laddie. But the thing is, if we go over to the caretakers, the machines, these guys have something very special, which I really, really want, which, of course, is this. Look at that Ringworld. That is glorious, and to make it even better, when you go to these Ringworlds, at least the production and I believe the processing unit, or is it the Alpha Complex? Maybe it's all three of them. Either way, they have special buildings you can't rebuild, which produce an insane amount of minerals and an insane amount of energy. We want both. We're about to hit 2,400 on the year, which means the end crises are about to hit us. So this is both to allow me to be cruel to something in a fun way, and it will help us in the long run as well. So you know what? We're being efficient with our saltiness today. So, what do we have in terms of our legions? Well, we don't have enough. To be quite frank, we do not have anywhere near enough to take out this particular group. Now, where are you going? Okay, yeah, you're all going back home. Now, I'm going to change that. All of you are instead going to go over here to this shipyard. This shipyard is also going to start making a new fleet, which will send us into minus energy. Now, thankfully, we have a huge naval capacity, but still, the idea is I'm going to have so many ships, we're going to be in debt, but we are going to go to war incredibly soon and thus lose some of those ships. Make sense? Makes sense to me at least. Now, are you the shipyard, or is it your neighbour? It's your neighbour, isn't it? Of course it is, because who can guess right the first time, really? Yeah, all of you go there, you need to update. You've got some really good upgrades heading your way. Now, these star bases, do I really want you? Could increase our navy capacity, I suppose. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But we will be getting some more in a second. For now, I'm just going to throw you two away. Then I'm going to be sorting out the worlds and the sectors until our ships get there, and I will queue up at least one new fleet. So, I will be right back until we have some action. Also, in the meantime, I will be converting a couple more of our planets into either mutation dens or clone hives. Now, this will be number 6, I believe. I will correct it, of course, if that is incorrect, but for now, we'll just say that, and we'll start off converting you guys into mutated ones. Time to start devouring a little bit more energy from some of our sectors. Yep, that seems fine. Still a little bit low on the old FPS at the moment. That's purely because we've got a huge-sized galaxy. Everyone has planets being sorted out. The game just does struggle a little bit at this particular situation. Apparently in the next major patch, which is massively changing how planets work, that should be a lot less, which is nice. Do I actually need more sectors? 7 out of 21. You know, I think I'm okay for a while. Do sort of want this. Leader level cap +2. Yes. Just yes, please. Oh, eternity. Eventually, you're going to be so powerful. In fact, all of our leaders will be. Excellent. Oh, hello. So the world, which has all of that toxic gas and smelled like eggs, apparently is now fixed. And apparently that's tied to a really interesting quest line, mission line thing, which I've never seen before. So hopefully in a future playthrough, I will get to see that, which will be really, really nice. One more planet being converted into a mutation den. Like I said before, by the end of this playthrough, I want all of my core worlds to be specialized. It's not the most efficient way of doing things, but I just think it's really cool. So I'm already converting these poor infested into mutated ones, and then they'll give us loads more of this lovely, lovely society research. Here we are, upgrading our fleet. Lovely. I completely forgot we had these ambitions unlocked already. Increase our influence. Decrease the cost of our ships, at least in terms of their energy usage. And I think minerals as well, in fact. Is it both? Yep, it is just outright ship upkeep. We could increase our research speed by 20%. Well, first of all, I will be grabbing this. Click. Then, I think for now, though, I still want the Ascension perks, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab this, the warrior forms. This will make our soldiers cheaper, at least, to keep, and eventually we'll get another Ascension perk, which will make us way more powerful.
Technology conceived.
There we are, we have the new policy, which I believe we do have to activate. I don't believe it's instantly used. Yep, there we are, capacity boosters. Currently, we have that. Selected lineages. Leader level cap +1, lifetime +10. Now, leader level cap +2, lifespan +20. Lovely, lovely. Which mean, oh, can we only go to level 10? That's a question, isn't it? Honestly, even if that's the case, which apparently it is, it's still worth doing for the extra lifespan. It means the governors will always get to the max level, and also our admirals are better off. And finally, extra core system. Thank you. We've been having this extra core system problem for ages because I don't want to give up the one planet because I think it'll be weird. And once that's done, we essentially get plus 10% unity, plus 10% energy. And by unity, I meant to say influence. Lots of words to use. Lots of words. Finally moving out, and just look at that. The glorious swarm. Now, there is a very good chance we will lose these fights. The enemy has very good tech for their level, and honestly, their shipyards are very, very, very well defended. But if we do lose, it should be okay. I'm about to activate the other two main shipyards I have. We should be able to make at least one more fleet by the end of the first few fights. We should be able to just outproduce them. Ooh, although we are about to hit naval capacity. That shouldn't matter. We're going to lose loads of ships even if we do win. So, this is my current goal, and I've just realised something. Their admirals are only level 1? Really? Well, that gives us a pretty nice advantage. Thank you very much, enemy. So, anyway, the plan is to get these two fleets out of here and fight them anywhere else. We're going to go for central processing, which I now realise is just space junk orbiting a black hole. Because why not? And then I'm going to move over to the beta refuge and hopefully fight them here, or maybe even fight them here. I really don't know. Now, with the environmental hazards, disengagement chance is reduced. And cooldown as well. That's pretty annoying. Not too bad though, honestly. It'll hurt both of us equally, and yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, are you all ready to go? That is the question I have for you. And of course, we have our landing force here of almost 4k, which is really powerful. It means we should be able to land straight away, ignoring the need to bombard. So quickly, very, very quickly, try to kill their fleets, and then just run straight for their main ring world. We might be able to win this incredibly quickly is the idea, which then gives us plenty of years to get the research done from their corpses, to change more of our worlds into mutation dens to get some more research. There's a lot more stuff we can do. I am so nervous about this. Okay, just going to check one more time to make sure everything else is going okay, then we will start the war. Everything seems to be in order. I've decided not to activate my other shipyards, just leaving one online at the moment. That may be a terrible idea, but let's find out.
We will annihilate the others.
We will indeed annihilate them. Now, the problem is, they can teleport. But if they do teleport, their ships become weaker for a number of years. Okay, they're on the move. Yep, they are all going to beta refuge straight away. And they are very quick. Also, very few ships. That's good for us. We have quite a lot of corvettes and quite a lot of destroyers. We do have a fair few battleships and cruisers, but the majority is destroyer and Corvette, which means their very, very powerful weapons are a bit wasted. Although, I believe they do target other battleships first, but still, you get the point. Blasting a tiny Corvette with this really strong, quite long cooldown weapon, bit of a waste. Okay, this should just take a few moments. Did I really just lose some of my landing forces? Okay, landing forces. I should have made you follow, but I didn't because I'm dumb. Either way, that has completely frozen the game, which is great. Okay, so current plan is we are going to stay in central processing. The reason is this way the enemy do not get any bonus from any starbase helping them out, and our corvettes are instantly right in the face of their battleships. Their battle cruisers, which are, yeah, they're rank 4, so yeah, they are battleships. Okay. Whoa. See, this is the stuff I really want. The dark matter reflectors, the neutronium armor, which I think you can get anyway. Either way, I want their corpses for dissection. My game would be so less laggy if I could have that much strength with that few ships. Patiently waiting. Oh look, some of our fighters are still out. That's cool. So, how have you all been? Good. Oh, yep, here they come. Detected 20. Fight! Did you know that quantity has a quality of its own, lads? Behold the swarm. They look so cool. I wish you could have ships like that in the creator when you're making your species. Either way, though, we are taking some serious casualties. Wow, yeah, we are really losing some people here, but so are the enemy. It's hard to tell what on earth's going on, it has to be said. Hopefully our Hive class are doing their job. We do have a lot of fighters, which means we can crush shields quite well. We ignore shields quite a lot. That's why you see armor going down and health going down, but shield is still pretty decent on a lot of them. Then we have torpedoes, which are doing essentially the same thing. Basically, we ignore a lot of shields. I think, and I'm really happy to say this, I think we are going to be victorious here. Yeah, skill level 10 as well. Here's a 30% fire rate bonus. You don't get that. I have no idea what's going on right now, though. So much focus on that single battleship. Do we win? We won! Okay, now we need to rush straight into there and... Well, okay, straight there. So do that, then there, and rest there. I want to make sure you're all ready to go. What is that? I think it's just a glitch. Okay. Science ship, move there and get ready to jump on over once we have this under our control as soon as possible, because we want these corpses used as soon as possible as well. Okay, now just wait again. Okay, good, so these aren't actually populated, which means we don't need to take them out. Sciencey boy, could you please go there, grab that, and then, of course, jump over and do that. You get moving, you guys make sure to stick together, because the next shipyard is quite powerful, and enemies which did escape will probably be respawning there soon. Yep, there they are. Actually, that's quite a few. Yeah, we just need to go right now, even though they're there now. This is really going to hurt. So much so, you're going to stay here for a bit. They are weakened, though. They have low health, low armor, low shields to begin with this time. We are taking a lot of hits before we get anywhere near, though, because they have longer range weapons, but still. Behold the power of torpedoes. Incoming our fighters. Wow, it's like a wave, isn't it? Just crashing on the shore. Oh, look at that! How cool does that look? One second, if I do this, I should be able to get a better angle. Well, either way, for once we can do this. Oh, some of our ships dying there at the back. Just look at how many fighters we have, though. Oh, that's bright. Half because of the sun, half because, well, we have bright white vapor trails. The fighters really like going the distance, don't they? In fact, I don't think they are fighters, they're bombers, aren't they? Or pure bombers. Which means they can't fight enemy fighters, but they do loads of damage. Oh, please don't take out our battleships. They're so expensive. Yep, that one died. Darn it. They're so expensive. Let's go fast forward. We should win this. Lovely. Now, let's see what type of armies the enemy have. You know what? That's so weak, we don't even need to consider bombing that. So you get your butt here and land the armies. You guys, not all of you, because the enemies will respawn again. 2 of you, go and grab the Gamma Refuge. The rest of you just wait around, I guess. I mean, if you are waiting around, you may as well bombard things so less of our people die, but we don't really care about that because we are the hive mind. We are the swarm. Lovely, and our science ship is getting there now. So, that one, back and round. Okay. Well, this was a massive success, although we have lost a lot of our fleet power, but the enemy are still pretty weak. You know what? We could potentially destroy some of the other fallen empires as well. We could go for these guys, though these will be much more difficult. They have stronger stations. They have the same strength of fleets. Wow, they have much stronger stations, and they have worlds which are going to put up much more of a fight. For instance, this one, 2,143. Yeah, pretty strong. What about the isolationists? What are they like? Not so strong in terms of army, but once again, much stronger stations. We definitely picked the weakest of the fallen empire to take out. But I do want to take them out, though. If I take out at least 2 of them, I think that prevents the war in heaven from occurring as well. Although I don't know if that can happen now. Anyway, still a consideration, but it is getting pretty close to the end of the safe era. Now that's just annoying, and I wish I had jump drives. Delta Refuge is right out of the way, and once again, it's completely ruined. Okay, land the army, please. I love how the ground fleet looks about as big as our regular fleets at the moment. Only the battleships and corvettes survive. Hello, Halo. We are the Flood. First bit of research done from the debris, and we get dark matter reflectors, neutronium materials, sapient combat simulators, dark matter power, physics research, and engineering research. So let's have a look-a-doodle, which means this. Yeah, the dark matter reactor, which is amazing for a start. Although we really should grab hypershields. Do I need those first? Before I can get the dark matter deflectors. I'm hoping that won't hinder us though, and it's still going to work towards them for afterwards. So for now, yeah, let's just research that. Anything from you? No, you continue. Anything from you? Yes. Now the thing is, there's enough debris, there's a chance we can just outright research it without needing to research it. So, as in, we'll get it without needing to put research time into it, since we're going to get percentages each time we analyze the debris. So for now, I'll just keep on unlocking the Titan, which is really going to make our ship so hard to kill. Since we are the Swarm, the Devouring Swarm, it means at the moment we're already healing our ships by default. our Titans can give us healing auras, which help that even further. Okay, so on the Alpha Complex we have... I mean, there's a bit of stuff there, I guess. Not all that much, but a few gubbins. How are we getting food from eating the... How are we eating robots? Apparently we now have evolved to the stage where heavy metals are completely consumable by us. That's fine. I mean, if a bacterium can do it, so can we. Next up is production, which is much better. Look at that. Now, it says 3. It's actually 12 each, which is insane. Now, I actually do want this as a core world, which means, yep, I'm going to get that core system finally, then I'm going to leave it and get the problem again, but I really want these as core sectors so I can use them and change them as I see fit. Don't really want to put them as a sector. Okay, once again, let's put down one of the infested. We'll start fixing them once I've got all of them, and finally processing, which is pretty much already destroyed. Well done, guys. Oh, I just thought, you're never going to get there in time before I win this, so you might as well go back there and get repairing. Because once I've won this, they will no longer count as being an empire, and thus, goodbye. The continuity is ended, and in the processing unit we have loads of energy. Like, an insane amount. Now, this will take a long time for this all to get finished. Oh, I know what we need. We need a specialist type of infested for these 3 worlds. Completely all about minerals and energy. That's it. Nothing else. Well, minerals, energy, and unity, because unity is always good to have, and we are, after all, a single mind. So I think that makes complete sense. Okay, lads. Well, I guess that is a shipyard. We could just stay here. Yeah, sure. Enter orbit. Gonna change this and turn it into a full shipyard. Eventually, this area is going to be seriously under siege, because one of the strongest empires left is here. Then we have other strong empires, so we're going to need a good forward base, so 2 of these wouldn't exactly hurt. The new fleet's almost ready as well. The rest of you can go back there, and I'll sort you all out in a second. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do is repair every single one of these, the autonomous fabricators. They're the amazing mines, which cost 4 energy but give us 12 minerals, which is obviously quite insane. Then where am I going to put down everything else? You were, yep, that as well, so I want to repair you. So you are the only place I can put down the planetary administration. Now, I probably still want this, though, don't I? The Hive Synapse, plus 5% production on everything. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. And, of course, also giving us some unity. So I'll swap over one of these, replace with that. Then, after that, I'll just leave it. Okay. So, you. Let's see, then. Let's see what kind of thing we can make out of you. Create template. Gonna just remove everything for now. Okay, there we are. So, these are going to be our workers. What should our workers look like? These look kind of buff. Well, they look kind of just huge, which is kind of what we're looking for. Maybe you guys? Bit sinewy? No, that's weird. Don't really know, actually. Which one of those looks more labor-intensive? Which one could carry more minerals and be essentially a functional worker drone? Like a worker ant? I might go with these guys, just because that's kind of the role they took in one of the last playthroughs. Well, these guys. Yeah, let's go with these. I like that template. Okay, so. You give us plus 5% resources, which is great. You give us bonus minerals, and then we want bonus energy, which is thrifty. So we have bonus energy, bonus minerals, and plus 5% resource overall. Now, the things we can't have is that, which is useless for us. This, which is good. Extra unity is good, but happiness is pointless. And then I guess very strong, since that's plus 10% minerals again. Would there be any way... In fact, what we could do is this. These are purely for minerals, then the next one will be purely for energy. This way, if we choose to, we could have the bonus unity. Now, we can't have this one for unity, but that's fine. Just grab that. Though we could add negatives to get them, but the thing is, there we go, rapid breeders. That way, that Ringworld will be under our control as soon as possible. Okay, so what am I even going to call you? Worker drone, Production unit, apply. Yes. So that'll convert you in the one which is currently growing in just a few seconds.
We have assimilated knowledge.
Lovely, there we go. Fantastic. So you are the mineral creators, and you're also pretty good at making unity from the tiny bit of unity this planet will actually give. Fantastic. And then we'll do the same with you guys, except for you guys will have the energy bonus. Oh, now that's something I didn't know. For some reason I didn't think we could use this, but we can actually have this nerve stapled, plus 10% minerals. Which is, of course, better than this. Now, nerve staple does make them terrible, absolutely terrible at doing anything like science or unity, which is the bad one, but it's still pretty good. It's plus 10% minerals on a planet which is going to be providing hundreds of minerals. There we are. Plus 10% minerals, plus 5% all resource production, plus 10% minerals, plus 15% minerals, at the cost of them being completely nerve stapled, which means they are useless at anything except for minerals. But yeah, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to apply that, and then I'll delete this one once I've applied it completely. It should be easier because there should be only one group. There we go. Apply, and go. There we are, the Harvester Drone. Extra population growth and unity, extra resource, extra energy, and extra unity again. And as soon as we're done with the others, we can apply that.
Species to suit our needs.
And done. We now have the Harvester Drones. 21 energy per tile, and that's before we activate the Hive Synapse, giving plus 5% everywhere. Once these three are done, it's going to be amazing. Now, the Alpha Complex is a mixed bag. It does have a couple of the specialist ones, but ultimately, I think I'm going to use this for research. We don't get any bonuses for being a Ringworld, do we? Does it act like a Gaia? No. That's a shame. Either way, though, just going to clear up all of these, and this will essentially act as a mutation den. It's just going to be pure science. Except for the tiles which already have the specialist equipment, excluding the food producers. We definitely have enough food already, and honestly, if we ever do run out of food, there are plenty of other enemies we can always eat. There are a lot of weaklings around, which I'm sure would make a great barbecue. Dark matter thrusters as well being researched. There are so many cool things coming up to make our forces stronger. So I really do feel like at this point, we just bunker down until the crisis occurs. We can now make Titans. Yep. But I do feel like we will have to research this, so let's go with the Neutronium armor straight away. Now I believe the Neutronium armor is essentially just the regular armor you can get. I don't think it's the special one. I think that's the case. Either way, I do want the best armor for our forces, so still going with that. Now here's a question. Can this here already make Titans? Be truly fantastic if it... Darn, it can't. No, it does not have the Titan assembly yards. So, once you're done with that, go ahead and build me some Titan assembly yards. Same with over here. And same at our main base. Terraforming is coming along nicely as well. It will not be long until all of our worlds are Gaia. Which is pretty darn awesome as well. All of our ships are upgrading, now with better armor and better shields. Soon we'll have the dark matter thrusters, and we're also going to get the better reactors. There we are. Dark matter reactor now online. Let's start researching this. I'm not allowed to, apparently. Interesting. Can I pretty please research this? Thank you. Autonomous ship intellect. That's going to make our ships very, very powerful indeed. The thing is, I can't find the dark matter deflectors. Apparently I'm researching it right now. In fact, I've just got some more points towards it, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, now it's here. Well, aren't you a curious one? Either way, though, I want this first. Our ships are going to have brains. I think that makes sense. Make our ships a little bit more alive. Grab you, then grab you. Wait, I just realised something. Did you say we don't have the energy nexus yet? Seriously, we only have level 1 of that. That is really bad, especially since that's plus 20% energy credits. And I've now got a world which has, like, the best energy production ever. Yeah, I want that, please. That first. Because that means we can have more ships. Which is pretty nice. Mega engineering. So, mega engineering. I believe that's all we need to turn you into viable things. Yes, it is. I really want that. And it's a rare. Now, I'm not going to use it for a while, because we don't really have the minerals to do this. And honestly, this would just go into this sector anyway and just become a mineral and energy production unit, which isn't bad. Now I've said that. Having 4 more of those, and since we're using this as a core sector, we could also fix this. Okay, fine, I've convinced myself. It's also definitely the more fun route, let's face it. There's some really good worlds over here. There's a 23 there, and then there's a 25 here, and it's close enough to the sector, we could easily grab it for them. And that would give us a lot more resource. Okay, you guys, go down here, and I forgot how cheap it is now for me to make star bases. Let's get a few construction vessels down here. Let's make this our goal. Let's finally start sorting out our borders. I mean, we still have this little Purifier Legion in the middle of our borders. This is how little I've cared over the last few episodes. That needs to stop, like now. And so it will. Lovely. Oh, I was hoping for something more interesting. Right now I'm just going for the cheaper stuff since I'm after more specific options. Ah, here's a good point. I want to resettle you. Let's find one of the science ones for a second, please. You can go there. Actually, no, I'll do this afterwards. The reason is, I want a non-nerve stapled population on... Where are you? On this, because this gives us unity. And sadly, the nerve stapling does reduce unity by 50%. But look at how many minerals these guys produce. 23 per tile. Ooh, what a thought. We need to put down a mineral processing plant as well, which will give us plus 10%. Is everything else a mineral producer? Yes, it is. In that case, let's pop this here. Okay, so I've been sorting out the sectors. This sector now controls this system with this lovely planet on. This sector here contains this planet, and we'll take over this region there. You take over that region, and all is well and good. Now, what I really need to do is deal with these enemies, which have been here for far too long. Well, incoming a raid from you guys. Honestly, I have absolutely no fear of that. So, do your worst. You might destroy some of our mining platforms. Well done. Now, while that's going on, I'm going to aggressively try to upgrade our anchorages and get more naval capacity. We're looking pretty good right now. We've already completely recovered from the war against the Fallen Empire, and in fact, we have exceeded our forces. Let's see here, so military fleets, yep, this is what we have currently, and we are now grabbing some other stuff as well, like the dark matter deflectors, which is going to make them way more powerful. Not sure if I'm going to try and kill another Fallen Empire. It would be good, it would give us some seriously awesome worlds, again, and more tech, but I feel like playing defensive now, because I am a little bit nervous. So this is their raid. They, well, they kind of spawned in right next to our fleets. You may notice that you're dead. Now, with that, going to just change the rules here. And you guys are going to go over here and destroy every last one of them. Because why not? Hello there, marauders. We're the guys you just tried to kill. You may currently be regretting your life choices.
We have surveyed the system.
Ooh, a pulsar. Cool, which means none of us have shields. Kind of a waste, considering we have so many anti-shield stuff, or at least shield-ignoring stuff, but still. This shouldn't take too long. Are you all on aggressive, at least? I can't tell, because you're in a fight. I'll just assume you are. Yeah, they have some stuff. Yeah, we might as well go and grab this as well.
Our construction is complete. Our construction is complete.
Yes, you're all on aggressive. Good, which means you'll just kill them by yourself and then you'll move over here and do the same. The end of the Reavers. Can you please deal with the last of those? Thank you. And then we'll grab those corpses as well. Well, with that, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's video. In the next video, we are most likely going to try and kill the Dimensional Horror, which should be pretty easy with our force power currently, and we shall also be taking out yet another of the Fallen Empires. More research and more amazing worlds, such as the Gaia worlds of the Spiritualists. And honestly, I don't really know what the military isolationists really have. I just can't remember. I could just look back at past videos, but where's the fun in that? So if you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. With our brand new Ringworlds and our brand new research, we are in an amazingly good position. Also, this looks like an upside down face. Eyeball, eyeball, nose, really screamy mouth. Thank you for watching. And goodbye.